Hello traders, this is Forex Nelson. I'm back again today with another 8 trades, as you can see, and today's date is April the 17th, and I'm using my Forex Scalper trading system. System has this Forex Scalper moving average that changes from blue to red. It also has these arrows that are blue or red. They're called the super signal indicator. Now you will get an audio sound and this pop-up box here suggesting to either a buy alert or sell alert. Now every morning at 6 o'clock, right where this vertical line is, I'm in front of the computer looking at all the different instruments, and of course I'm taking a look at my daily trade plan. Once I make a decision I want to be buying and or selling, I'll manually put in this white arrow. Now I'm still away from home. I'm in Montreal at the moment, and with my wife taking a 1 week vacation. And the way I look at it is, hey, if I got a few hours, which I do, morning is usually a little bit on the slower side, especially if my wife has some running around to do a few things. I may as well just jump in front of my computer, laptop. That's all I need. Laptop, internet, and I can throw in a bunch of trades. Nothing wrong with making some money, even when I'm not even at home. Now here's my daily trade plan. It's running in real time. Speaking about time, I'm running a little bit late today as I had to do a few things earlier in the morning. But I did manage to put in the trades and then manage the trade, close out the trades, and it's going on, it's approximately 1 p.m. So this daily trade plan definitely would look different from say 7 o'clock this morning. But anyhow, this daily trade plan analyzes the charts from the monthly right down to the 30 minutes. Does some calculations, and within the comments here it'll say look for bearish trade. Did you see how it just changed? Because it just changed to 1 p.m. so it changed the look of the daily trade plan. So we have lots of red, and we got some blue, we got some preferred here. Look for bearish trades, bullish trades. And prior to this change, you know, if it's white in here waiting for clear direction, or you know, you just have to sit in your hands and maybe wait another 30 minutes or so until it picks a direction. Now, if you're trading without any kind of a daily trade plan, well, that's one good reason why you are still struggling. Now, after 20 years and many different kinds of daily trade plan, I used to make my own daily trade plan, but that would take me 30-40 minutes. And I'd have to do it multiple times. If you're trading London, you have to analyze the charts, and then you got New York, and if you want to trade Asian. But this thing here, I just pull it up and bang, right away. I know if I want to be selling or buying, and preferred just means there's more strength for either going up or down. But you still have to wait for, you know, for a bit of a pullback, and then you can get in the trade. I teach all of these tips and tricks within the training videos. Now, of course, if you have any questions regarding this daily trade plan, well, simple, just get in contact with me. And obviously, there's some more information right below this video. Okay, now we can take a look at these trades. Did one standard lot on each one. Took all the trades before, looks like 7:30 in the morning. Closed them all out before, looks like 10:30. So 7:30, 10:30, 3 hours. Took a bit of time, but eventually it paid off quite well, actually, for this day of trading. Now, the very first trade I did here was a pound Aussie. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. So there's the arrow from the daily trade plan, super signals right there. My laptop, everything is much smaller than when I'm at home, but makes trading a little bit more difficult as the internet is not as good and fast. It's good enough for trading and even good enough for doing the videos, but being at home is always much better. So it looks like I sold everything. Looks like the market is going down, or it did go down. Got in at that point, then I closed it out here. This is where I actually caught it, locking in 34 pips, and that paid out $210. Okay, moving right along to the next trade, which is Euro Yen. So let's go take a look at that. Here's the Euro Yen. So the scalper was red, price action, everything just looking, price action on the top, and the way all the indicators down at the bottom. I knew it was going to go down, and so let's just drag and drop this up. Got in at this cursor and it closed it out here. Glad I'm out because it went up a bit more. So on this Euro Yen, I sold it at this point, and I got out at this point. Looks like with 32 pips, paying out $225. So moving on to the next trade, I did dollar CAD. Here we go, dollar CAD. Wanted to be selling it. Arrow from the daily trade plan, the super signal, scalper was red. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in first of all. Actually, there was a bit of a, if I drop it down to the 5 minutes, then you'll get more arrows and the scalper would have been red. But anyhow, we had the super signal. That's one of the reasons why I took it right there. Red arrow, daily trade plan. Got in, and I closed it out after I saw this little doji here. It looks like I locked in 33 pips, and that paid out $245. Okay, moving on to the next trade, which is the Euro Aussie. Let's pull that up. Let's see where I got in first of all. Drag and drop this up. Arrow from the daily trade plan, the white one. The red one is super signaled. Looks like the scalper was red. I'd have to blow this up more to look at the two indicators down at the bottom. That's easy to do. You just go like this. There it is right there. So when I took the trade, everything was perfect down at the bottom. I knew it was going to go, and away it went. Got in at that cursor, closed it out here. Looks like with 45, let's pull that up again, 45. So on this trade, 45 pips paid out $293. I've had a few traders ask me if the arrows repaint or anything repainting down at the bottom. The only thing that can change is when the last candle, as it's going up and down, it can change. But once the candle closes, or when the arrow prints, nothing repaints. So that's very important. If you're going to get a system, you have to have a fairly accurate system, either red for selling and or blue for buying. It's very important. Next trade I took, pound New Zealand. As I mentioned, I sold them all. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Again, daily trade plan, the scalper, super signal. It's a little bit hard to see, but right in here where the one is, little arrow. So I just jumped in here knowing it's going to go down, and down it went. Looks like I got about 52 pips, paying out $310. Okay, moving on to let's see now, the next trade. Euro New Zealand. Again, I sold it. Let's drag and drop this up first of all. Everything looking good in real time right from this vertical line, 6 a.m. New York time. Arrow from the daily trade plan, arrow from the super signal, another arrow here. And you know, by the time it bottomed out here, made a move, rested a bit. Looks like it's continuing to go down. Looks like it already passed the ADR low. There's your ADR high. So, took the trade at this cursor. I just closed it out here being happy. Looks like with 72 pips paying out $423. Okay, now getting into the futures and the indexes. They move more, they pay a lot more, especially this NASDAQ. S&P 500. Here we go. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Okay. Now in this S&P 500, it does pay $5 for each tick. So I took the money and divided it by 5. Calculator says it's 95. So let's go and take a look at it. So from this cursor to here should be around 95. There it is right there. Move the last digit. 95 ticks paying out $475 dollars. Now we can run a check on this NASDAQ. Let's pull it up first of all. So drag and drop this up. NASDAQ pays $20 for each tick. So I took the money divided by 20. Calculator says it's 96. So let's go and look for that 96. Got in at this point. Close it out at, let's see now. There's 94, 98, there's 96. You remove the last 2 digits. 96 ticks paying out $1,920. So another great day of trading, especially while on this 1 week vacation. I knew it was going to be well over 200 pips and or ticks. Grand total came to 473. And all of those pips and ticks paid out $4,104. So if your system's not producing, like my Forex Scalper, well, I recommend you get your hands on it, and don't forget about the daily trade plan. Now, if you have any questions, all you got to do is get in contact with me, and that's very easy to do. All you have to do is look right below this video. In the description, you'll get my contact information plus a lot of other information. Now you can pick up the phone and call me directly. I do answer the phone as long as I'm not busy. Now if you live too far, well, you can send me an email. Now I really do prefer Skype at this point in time. I made a link, a Skype invite. All you got to do is click on it. We'll have a Skype connection, and at that point I should be able to answer most of your questions. And also in the description you'll find 4 different packages. And one thing for sure, by the time you find success, you're going to need a lot of education. So please keep that in mind. It does take a lot of education and a lot of demo trading. There's actually 5 things that you need to succeed at trading. And look right below this video and you'll find those 5 things that you're going to need. But I do have a special offer. If you buy 2 packages, and I do charge $250 for each package. If you buy 2 packages, I'll give you one of the other 2 for free. So, looks like it's just about time to wrap up this video. And of course, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay? Bye for now.